Why, hello there. This is Buckcatcher Mookie. Been a long time. Well, it was Malicious Mewtwo, now Buckcatcher Mookie. But we are here to kind of get back into YouTube, basically. And basically, a few things I need to say. UPU, something I posted season 1 to 3. I think I started 4, but then I never fully finished. Is a league that I do with my friends. I'm in charge of it, but we're uploading this season. There's two different ones. I'm probably going to make videos basically going over how everyone's doing, the teams, maybe go over their replays. I don't know. It's something that I saw Primer do. I'll link his description in the or his channel in the description, my bad. Just because I thought it was I liked what he did. It was something pretty cool. And I might just like go over each one, the one that I'm in and then as well as the other one. There's 12 there's 12 people in each league. One's upload, one's not. Some other things. I have gold and silver verses with the Mega Cactor, and I will link his channel also in the description. I gotta edit that and upload it. A lot of the stuff we talked about, and we've also or recorded this through like a while ago. So like this is going up day of the I don't even know, the 10th. Yeah. So this is just me kind of saying everything that might happen. Uh, but those were recorded basically a while ago. So a lot of the information we talk about might be outdated. Just a heads up for anybody who does watch this that and does choose to watch those as well. But I'm doing that. I'm gonna hopefully go back through and finish any sort of playthrough I started. I want to finish for sure because I don't want to just let those sit there and die. Essentially, I'd rather complete it. Whether or not everyone watches it, that is completely up to you guys. And yeah, so the UPU, Kevin with or Mega Cacturn with gold and silver, and then anything else that I started but did not finish. And I believe that specifically pertains to Pokemon Outlaw. I don't think there was anything else didn't that started that didn't get finished. I mean, like other than like streams with Mason, um, if you guys remember him. But he doesn't do YouTube anymore or streaming. So there was also Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness thing that I wanted to do. I have to see if my laptop can run it because when I tried streaming it originally, it did get a little buggy for certain things. So we'll see how that goes. As well as I'm gonna try to finish this Pokemon Crystal Clear on streaming. That'll be on Twitch. I'll do that specifically. I'll figure out everything else. So basically, real quick run through UPU battles, team builders, and then the battles may be in one. I'm gonna figure that out. We're gonna basically do what is it called? Pokemon Outlaw, Pokemon Gold and Silver versus, and then definitely Pokemon Crystal Clear on Twitch, assuming I'm able to stream when I have the chance and whatnot. But yeah, so thank you guys for hearing that part out. But now, as you guys can see on the screen, are my team and my opponent's team. My team is Tapu Lele, Z move user, Diggersby as a Z move user, Muckalola, Tauros, Trevenant, Mega Alakazam, Halucha, Volcarona, Z move user, Barbaracle, Glaceon, and Electivire. My opponent's team was Greninja Protein, Alakazam, Bisharp, Venusaur, Altaria, Megatyranitar, Landorus T, Chansey, Cacturn, Machoke, Alolan Exeggutor. Now, if you guys see, there are no Z move users because they never classified or gave any. So, that also leads to my second point. My opponent also never showed up for an actual battle. And what I mean by that is they were very busy. They had a very busy work schedule. They also had a very busy life, and I understand that. But when it came to trying to schedule, we never actually were able to schedule a specific time. And they gave me a general idea of when we could battle, and I messaged them. Nothing came out of that, basically. It was kind of just me saying, hey, I'm ready. Hey, are you there? Hey, we can battle. Make sure you give me your Zemu users. So, I mean, I built a team and everything just because I thought the team would work no matter what the Zemu users were. But, yeah, so what ended up happening was that I ended up getting a forfeit win. They're going to get a forfeit loss. I mean, I did talk to them. They were there. So it's a 2-0. That's all. So basically, forfeit wins and forfeit losses differ between 4-0 and 2-0. 2-0 being that there's actual contact or like you tried. And I do believe they did try to battle with me, but it was just really hard to try to get out like an actual date or get them to actually come and battle with me. So 4-0 is basically like there was like just no contact. They didn't try, so on and so forth. So it's like it's very lenient on being a 2-0 more than a 4-0, but it really depends on what happened in the whole situation. But yeah, so I got a 2-0 win, but I wish I could have battled. And I had Crazy Dude, another coach in the UPU, actually do a mock battle with me. So that's what I'm going to show, kind of just go over. They assumed as if Bisharp, Lando, and Alakazam were my opponent's Z-move users, and we just had a little battle. But I'll show you guys the team I built. So on the right hand side, obviously, is their team. Left hand side is my team. And the team I built was Glaceon, Tapu Lele, Tauros, Muck, Volcarona, and Barbaracle. And thinking about these guys, I don't know, I just felt like this kind of worked. Was able to do some stuff, or decent amount of stuff against my opponent's team for everything they had. Starting off with Glaceon, Choice Scarf. It's actually the only Pokemon that doesn't outspeed is Greninja, Protein, because of base 122 or 120. Yeah, no, 122. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it's only able to go up to max of 376. While, give me 1 second. I'm gonna exit out of this because I realized the beeping was going off. But only was able to get a speed of 376 and Greninja is 377. So that was just like that just sucked basically. So there was nothing I could really do there. But it outsped the rest of his team, which was really nice. Being able to like outspeed a Z move Lando or being able to outspeed a defensive Lando. I mean, Choice Scarf obviously is was a possibility, but if I was able to get them to lock into like Earthquake, it has a really good defense stat, so I would be able to take one and then Ice Beam back, or even if they switched out, Ice Beam could still do a decent chunk. I mean, they did have Chance, he has an easy switch in, but I had Hidden Power Fighting, so naturally you see more adamant Bisharp, but it is possible that they would run Jolly like Swords Dance or something. So I decided to go Hidden Power Fighting, obviously, to hit Bisharp. Choice Scarf also was able to outspeed that. Ice Beam for Venusaur if it was like a sunny day variant, but if sun wasn't up or something like that. Alteria's speed also, base 80, decent amount of speed. So it's able to get up to those speed tiers. The moveset I have is Ice Beam, Hidden Power Fighting, Shadow Ball, Single Beam. I feel like, Single Beam works against Cacturne. So does Ice Beam. Single Beam also hits Mega Tyranitar, Alakazam, Greninja, and Alolan Executor if it ever came in on switching for whatever reason. Shadow Ball also hits Alakazam just for a little bit better damage than Single Beam if I needed to do so. And Hidden Power Fighting actually also hits Mega Tyranitar, so like if that ever came out, as well as also did some decent damage to Cacturne. But so I felt like this set was pretty good. Obviously got hard walled by Chansey. Um, Next is Tapu Lele. I ran Titanium Z on Tapu Lele. Psychic, Focus Blast, Moon Blast, Calm Mind. I feel like this did the best. It's max HP, max special, or max speed. And the reason why I did this specifically is because Tapu Lele's honestly, okay, obviously hits very hard, but with a little bit of bulk, I feel like it's even better because it's able to hit eat certain hits very well, and if I'm able to get a Calm Mind up, then I'm also able to take advantage of certain Pokemon like Z Focus Blast will kill Tyranitar, will kill Bisharp, so that'll be very good. Z Focus Blast will do a good chunk to Greninja. Um, if it's like obviously not a dark type, just because of it goes up to 190 or 190, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. Or I don't know, 180. Let's just say 180 because I forget. But it does a decent chunk in my opinion, as well as to Chansey. If I'm able to get a Calm Mind up against Chansey and then Z Focus Blast, obviously I'm not invested, so it's gonna be a lot harder. But if you, as you see, I have Muckalola, so the point with Muck is to try to at least get a knockoff on Chansey, so the Eviolite will be gone and Z Focus Blast will do a lot more. Assuming I have to use it against Chansey, that is. But that's kind of like the aim with that. Um, Next is Tauros. I was I just had to bring a defensive set. I was gonna bring Intimidate and like run like a Sleep Talk or whatever, but I realized he had Bisharp, so I feel like this set does decent because you take hits from get hit by Bisharp, get hit by Tyranitar or whatever, Lando T, and even like Seismic Toss Chansey or whatever. So I'm able to like dish out some damage, Earthquake obviously to Bisharp, Body Slam to get the to just do some raw damage with Sheer Force, and even not even invested, does a decent amount all around. I mean, obviously Lando can intimidate me, but to the rest of his team, it's the lower picks being Chansey, Cacturne, Machoke, and Alolan Exeggutor with one curse. I'm still able to outspeed all of them. I do believe so, as long as they're not speed invested, that is. So I'd be able to still do a decent chunk as well as outspeed them, which is nice, and tank some hits as well. On being Rocky Helmet also, if like U-turn does come out from Greninja or even low kick, I don't Taurus doesn't weigh that much. I think it might do 60 base power if anything, but it'll still do a decent chunk or just like little chip damage to like put him in range for some other Pokemon. I got Muck, Assault Vest, so it's gonna be this special wall basically. 160 HP, 60 attack, 140 defense, 140 in its EVs. Sorry, I'm kind of like just saying the EVs, and I should explain that just cause. But 148 in careful nature. Now the reason why I did this is because 300 goes up to 450 with the assault vest, so that's really nice. 140 defense is just so if I need to stay in. I believe at full from a defensive for sure. I can eat hits from Lando T and double ice punch on switching and whatnot. But Poison Jab also just does decent damage all around to his Pokemon. So I feel like also being able to spread the poison will be nice. Knockoff, obviously, to Alakazam. Take off any items that I need to, like Choice Scarf, Lando T, or even Eviolite Chansey, Eviolite Machoke, any of those really. Brick Break is also there to hit Chansey even harder if need be, which will be really nice. And then I have Volcarona. Now, I didn't put any speed in this because I felt like it would be better having some HP investment as well as defense, just so I can live certain hits. Because it has a really good special defense already. Putting the little HP investments kind of sets me up to live certain hits from Greninja, assuming it's not like specs. I mean, Life Orb obviously will do a hefty chunk, but I believe I'm able to live a good variety of hits from Greninja. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to do nearly as much as I might want to against, or no, let me phrase that. I'm not going to be able to take hits really from Mega Tyranitar, being that it could have a rock move, even Lando. Earthquake, I'll be able to take. I'm really expecting a defensive Lando T, more or less. So this set actually does a lot. It has sweeping potential after certain Pokemon are gone if they are speed invested. That is, Giga Drain is for recovery because I mean it hits Tyranitar, does neutral to Lando T, um, neutral to Machoke, and neutral to Alakazam, and super effective against Greninja. Just a way to heal up, really. That's all that is. The other moves is probably what I would be clicking more often. Fire Dance, Fire Blast, and Bug Buzz because that can kind of tear a hole in his team. Being Choice Specs does a whole bunch of damage as well. And then last but not least, I have Barbarical, Focus Sash, the lead with max speed, Adamant, max attack, Stealth Rock, Liquidation, Shell Smash, and Rock Slide. I felt like this just to bring Stealth Rock just because it'd be a good chip all around, just to kind of put Pokemon in range from certain attacks. Shell Smash is there in case Focus Sash never did get break because this Pokemon specifically here more or less to get Stealth Rocks up, but I'm not going to rely on it. It's only like a just in case type of thing. But do have Liquidation and Rock Slide, which hit a decent amount of his team. Rock Slide over Stone Edge for a chance to flinch as well as better accuracy, which is nice. I mean, I know you lose power, but it's just better in my opinion. I don't trust Stone Edge. So let's go into this battle. So, like I said, Crazy Dude 36 will put his link in the description, but he decided to do a mock battle with me, and I'm very appreciative of that. So I'll just start it. I'm gonna let the music play, but we're gonna slow it down. That was a lot louder than I expected. Give me 1 second. I don't think it was like ridiculously loud, but I'm just gonna turn it down a tiny bit. Okay, sorry about that. So basically here, no matter what, I was clicking Hidden Power Fighting. I assumed he would stay in because he was a Steel type. I let him click Glaceon because I also thought it had the best matchup against everything. Obviously, Chansey could have came out if like Lando T was there or even Venusaur, Altaria. I feel like Greninja would have stayed in more or less, and then as well as Landorus T may have stayed in depending upon if it was gonna be like bulky or not bulky, Scarf with like U-turn or something like that to get chip. But this was probably the best lead I could have gotten because I was Hidden Power Fighting Choice Scarf, and obviously it was, as you just saw, he stayed in and I was able to OHKO. So next, he puts Greninja out there, and I switch out, go to Muckalola because I wanted to try to get like basically not get blown back, just because I didn't know what moves he was gonna pull out. He pulled out Hidden Power Fighting, which was a little surprising. I should pause this. Sorry. I don't know specifically why. I didn't ask him, but he did bring it. I mean, maybe for like rather than having to run low kick, he was just kind of going for like an attack that basically just did a decent amount of damage. That was fighting. I mean, plus you got protein, so it's not bad. It does base 90 at that point. And then I went Muck. And I predicted Lando because of Intim, and as well as if I would have gone for Knockoff or Poison Jab. I mean, it would have done damage to any one of the other Pokemon, but Ice Punch just seemed like the best play no matter what. So I did so. I was able to get 51% off. After that, I went Glaceon, and I kind of feel like I messed up here. I knew it was a possible Zmon, but I kind of expected Bisharp more. And he was able to... Well, he went for his Z move. I expected Earthquake, if anything. Just like a raw Earthquake. I was not expecting the hard Z move, and I ended up dropping to that. I just felt kind of bad to kill Glaceon off like that. But Tapu Lele comes out, and now I know that I'm max speed, so I know Psychic can kill from this range. So I go for it. And then he brings in Chansey. I felt like it was my best chance was obviously going to Muck just because I needed a knockoff. And I feel like, let me pause real quick, something I could have done that I kind of regret, honestly, is not running taunt. Just in the idea of Chansey does come out, I can taunt stall it and try to set up a Calm Mind or whatever, and then go for a Z move. That probably would have been better in retrospect. Maybe getting rid of Moonblast, even though, I mean, Moonblast did a nice chunk, and it also was there just to hit the Pokemon that Psychic didn't necessarily do best against. But that's just something I realized after doing this mock battle with Crazy Dude. But yeah, I go hard Muck, and I Ice Punch. Oh no, yeah, I went hard Muck the turn before. My bad, my apologies. The turn before, he went for Thunder Wave. So I mean speed control, which is really nice. I went for Ice Punch because I figured it hit everything, even Chansey decent. so I would have been able to chip away at the Greninja, which would have been really nice. So, and I believe I just go for another Ice Punch here, going for the KO. Yeah, I do. After that, if I recall correctly, I think he went back to, oh, he went Altaria. Yeah, this is a mess up on my part. I thought he was Mega Altaria. Going back to, like, literally going back to the team, you see Mega Tyranitar. So, like, I didn't even think about it not being a Mega. So I went straight for Poison Jab. I could have Ice Punch and killed this thing instantly, though. So that was a poor play on my part. So he ends up switching out and going to Chansey. And I do get paralyzed here. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, I'm 5-3 right now, so I have an advantage. They go for Seismic Toss. I go for Knockoff, which is really nice. I'm able to, well, they get Stealth Rocks up, and I get the Poison Jab off. And I'm trying to go for the Poison just because, like, little chip damage and whatnot. I kind of completely forgot I had Brick Break in that moment of clicking Poison Jab. Brick Break would have done, like, a little bit more. I think maybe like in the range of like 32, maybe 35, something like that. But it's not like it makes that much of a difference after this. Sadly, Muck does get paralyzed. I did click Brick Break there, but it happens. So I lose Muck, and then I decided to go Tauros here. And like I said, I have Curse, so like I didn't know if he was gonna click Thunder Wave or what. But he actually goes for the hard attack, which isn't bad at all in my opinion. So I get the little chip, I got the curse up, and I'm still able to outspeed, go for the body slam. Now, the only reason why I cursed was to just kind of maybe if I was able to set up and kind of just like kill the rest of his Pokemon from there. Since it was max HP, I kind of thought I'd be able to live just a little bit, and I just got completely blown back. So that definitely stunk. Here I went Tapu Lele, and I didn't. From that damage, I'm not too sure, but I think he was Specs after now, like thinking about it. He does get the burn, and not stupidly, but kind of, I went for Calm Mind, thinking he might, I don't know, Dark Pulse, anything else really, but he keeps clicking Scald. So I got a little scared because the roll is definitely possible, and he doesn't get it. So luckily, I was able to throw off the Z move and kill, which is really nice. And Tapu Lele does go down, and then after this, I go. I'm sorry, I just want to skip. Go Barbarical, and I click Rock Slide. And I actually outsped, so that means that was most likely a what is it called? Max HP variant rather than a max speed, just because I wasn't even jolly. I was just max speed invested. So I mean, in this little mock battle, I got a 2-0, which is pretty cool. But I do appreciate him doing that for me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. That was a little play-by-play of what I was doing. I never got to use Volcarona, but I feel like it would have been okay, like before Greninja and Altaria being the only Pokemon. But at the very end there, it kind of was just left on Barbarical. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the content that I provide. This is Bugcatcher Mookie, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Bye.